bus stop. Can I take you there? I'm sitting in traffic with the oncoming and outgoing apartment traffic. The main entrance is open, so you can't come in the parking lot. You have to go out on the street. No access here. No sidewalk on either side. We're approaching the bus stop. One night I traveled this road at night because I came off of the bus stop at Wurzbach, taking the 534. I was stuck there at that light waiting for the 88 to come on this road. When I realized it was going to be an hour's wait. So instead of waiting there, I said, well, you know what, I'll just travel up and get to the next bus stop. Because I can't even get up on that bus stop, it was inaccessible. So I'll get to the next one. I come up to this one's inaccessible as well. So I said, well, I gotta wait for the bus. I'll just continue on to the next one. It wasn't until I got to Seneca that I was able to get up to a bus stop, because none of them were accessible. And I'm traveling at night now, in the dark. Accessible house. This is a nice sidewalk here, and it's accessible. And once we get to the next half block, it's inaccessible. I got stuck off the sidewalk and couldn't get back on the sidewalk because the sidewalk edge at one point breaks and I couldn't get over it. So I had to go around it and I got stuck off the sidewalk. Right before you get to the red flashers at the building. When I went through that area before, it was dry, it was tall, there was no grass, it was mud and sticks. I had no traction. Right now there's traction to the grass. I had no traction at that time.
Wow.
I got stuck. Sidewalk I got stuck on. This sidewalk is much higher than the slope going off to the side. So when you have grass, you can't tell when the dirt is there. You try to go up and all you get is grass or power. They're just sliding and sliding and backsliding and backsliding. Now that I'm on a nice wide sidewalk, it's impassable. Now if you look down, that's a long stretch of sidewalk. That's a long stretch of street to go along without a break and you to get out of the way of traffic. It's a long way to go without, and especially coming over the hill. You come over the hill, you don't see me on the other side of the hill. And you could easily run into somebody on the other side here when they're coming down and downhill from the other side, coming from Wurzbach. You're blind coming over. You don't see somebody on the street. The dirt has come downhill and stopped there. And now we're in a small ramp. Otherwise, there'd be another big cutout here. That's all dirt buildup coming down here. It's not a proper road. But it's not. I'm leaning on purpose because this is not a proper roadway. You can't travel here safely at a certain angle. I'm not going all the way down. But if I were, you would see this is very high up traveling. Go east now.
Oh, we get to go swimming.
It's another bad break in the sidewalk, inaccessible. Right now the ground level is such that it butts up right up to the sidewalk. So you can go around it. You just end up with very muddy tires when you do it. Backtracking, that loop's not bad, but it could be improved. It's a dark intersection, no light. You come across at night, and I have actually done this. Come across and almost run off without realizing that there's no sidewalk. There's no rail, there's no bumper. Right here is a very deep cutout around the cell phone pole. Just one little misstep here, you're already off. This area, the slope collects a lot of dirt. There's grass growing, it collects a lot of dirt. So more grass will be growing. A lot of mud collects. Slippery slope. A lot of grass growing on here because they allow the mud to continue overtake the sidewalk. This little piece here could be improved. It's just another little bit, but this slope coming off of here, this sidewalk stops right here on the corner. Not at this corner, and not at the other corner. So you have to travel on the street. It's very difficult to get around here and get up onto that sidewalk without cutting out, and like I said, almost being into traffic. Very dangerous. There's a little lip at the bus stop. It's hard to go over. There's another area where the dirt is thin, the grass is growing, and makes for a little tiny bit more of a ramp, but yet all it is there's a deep break in the sidewalk there where it's dropped and needs to get patched up. I'll lift it back up to level. If you can see the break, it's hidden away. You can't see where you're going, and there's water collecting in there. I can't get up this way. This is usually very muddy and broken up, as you can see. There's grass growing in here right now from all the dirt that has slid in here. I am forced to actually ride the curb and that little piece of sidewalk that's still there right on the curb so I can get across, because there's such a break that when I travel across the break, I'm likely to get stuck in it. Dirt has come out, grown over the driveway, and created a ramp. Otherwise, it would be fairly passable. But the grass makes, especially when it's high grass, when it's not cut, it only leaves a small section sidewalk. Not a very nice driveway. Sliding areas where when there is no grass and it's dry, you've got mud giving you no traction. Again, no lights. There are no lights here. You're in the dark and you're coming down the sidewalk and you don't know that there's a curb cut. You kind of butt right up against that curb. Again, no lights. So at night, you could easily trip and fall right into that driveway. And this is DPS entrance off of Everett. There's a high curb. So, yes, if you're coming down and it's dark, you don't see anything else. You're going to run into a now from that sidewalk, coming this way, and you come back, you can obviously go straight on this sidewalk here, and then you go straight into grass. At night, you can't see that there's, exactly where the sidewalk is going until you hit it with your cane, hopefully, and you follow it along and finally find it. But at night, you can't see it.